Welcome everybody and welcome to All In, All United. And earlier today, I realized the settings are a little bit different because we had to come and be together for this one earlier. We had to be together for this one. It's an achievement by a very young team, by a very inexperienced manager. And I mean, kudos to Oli Nico.
I think when I heard him spoke before the game, the interview before the game, I find he sound real nervous, and I was just hoping that nervousness didn't transcend to the players now, because he wasn't sung as long as normally sung. He was getting a bit broken at times, and I was just hoping that type of he was feeling at that moment didn't transcend to the team. But all in all, I think the result, the final result, was most important. We're grateful for that result. We're grateful to be in the position we are in third. I don't think anyone would have wrote us to be third. I think most of the bookies was 6th or 7th or even 5th. We would have ended up. I think we defied odds dreams to end up in third.
Definitely. And you talk about Oli going into the game. I remember you had messaged me and tell me that it wasn't too. You didn't like how Oli was sung. You were sung a little concerned. But at the end of the day, it was up to the players to go out there and get the job done. And I think the fact that we didn't need to win, even though we would have gone in to win, the fact that we didn't need to win, that added pressure wasn't there that I have to go and break down Leicester. Considering that Leicester had a longer period in terms of rest and recuperation and recovering. You understand? So kudos, man, kudos. Yeah, Richard, thanks for joining in, bro.
Yeah,
nice. All are we liking it right now. We liking it right now. Hats off to Oli, no doubt.
Yeah. Reeves, and today, it's banter all around, everybody cover all the games at the same time, and when the final result came, Manchester made it a third, right? Man was like, I'm actually Arsenal, man, for some reason, right? All I know is the feel now to be fighting at the end up in third. Look, how good it does feel. And I had to tell them, I say, whoops, I say, Man United is our challenge, right? Or what we regard as a successful season is challenging for a title. And in mere fact we didn't challenge for the title, then for us, third is just okay, we in third. But for the levels that we expect as Manchester United fans, we should be content with just third, right? We should be content with challenging for titles, and that is where we have to be, and that's where we have to get back to.
And I think when you listen to Oli talk after today, you could see the sense of, we're glad to finish in a Champions League position. We knew with how Liverpool and Man City were playing, it was no way we could have compete with them. That's what I'm saying. But he knows well that we're a team, we're a club, we're not content with just a Champions League place. We want to win the Premier League. We want to win the Champions League, and this rebuilding phase is not going to take as long as other clubs took Liverpool. You understand earlier? And even after all the criticism, we still finish above Chelsea. And I like how Richard said here. Richard said, and we over Chelsea, the club, or you hate Chelsea the most. No, watch me. I'm telling you. Every game, Oli was under scrutiny, and I don't know if Lampard is a darling to those the English media and the English public, but it's not he can do no wrong. Exactly. And still Oli came
and picked him into third. I think that was just remarkable in itself.
I'm telling you
that because it's 14-point wins we had to make up. 14 points, Leicester was in third ahead of us, and we had to make up that point. Yes, they would have dropped points, but we would have had to go and do what we had to do. We had to go and beat teams, right? And we did that. And I think all kudos to Oli in terms of even the identity now. You could see identity. You could see where we are struggling to break down teams. Now we could break down teams. Teams that who play in low block, we could break them down. And on the counter, we just as deadly. And all kudos definitely has to go to somebody.
Kudos, man. And I mean, I think now we will get in the game. You will talk a little bit more about the game itself. But I think now, Oli has proven a lot of people wrong. And I think with what he's done within this short space of time, with the squad that he had going into the season, then you consider the injuries, and who we had to rely on for lengthy periods of the season to bring the team to finish where we finished, Nico.
Yeah.
I get kudos to the man. And I think now the board will be a little more open and entrusting them in the transfer market to get players to take us to that level that we want to be at.
I think they already started the back,
Yeah.
So I think even because you can see now that I don't want to be too judgmental in terms of that, but Maguire was overpriced. Right? Maguire was overpriced, but they backed him with Maguire. Wan-Bissaka without any experience. To me again was overpriced, 50 million. Bruno, I think honestly we got him on a silver deal. I think
It's a steal.
yeah, I think we got him on a silver deal. So I think they are backing him. Just now I just don't want the board to settle to say, all right, you have a squad there, we spend our money with that.
Yeah.
But to continue to invest because we see that we need that extra quality to go down the next step, to continue to challenge like City, Liverpool, the Champions League games, because now when we go into Champions League games, we have to play our best team, as Elizabeth has said, any week, and on the weekend, we still have to play a strong team also. Yeah. So we have to invest not only in the starting team, but we also have to invest in role players coming off the bench because those players are just as good as the ones that started in regular.
Correct. Although we have an Arsenal fan on the inside. He said this was Evans' best game ever for United.
I know Evans always give us I get, I did so again. After they went down, though, don't forget that. After they went down. Right, when he's frustrated and he's stressed that God is my team to me again.
Yeah.
I think the frustration got the better of him and thanks Evans again.
And that was it had no foul play in that. That was a perfect red card. And for those who quote and stats in terms of how much penalties we get, I will repeat what I always say. If you have the players with the quality in the box and you're attacking a team and they're quick, the chances are higher until you get a penalty than not. So for all those who check in how much penalties man you get, check and see how much of them is legit penalties versus how much is this, right? So Nicole, let me get into the game now.
Yeah. Again today, today I knew it would have been nervy. I felt the tension, I tell you. Even when Oli talked, you felt the tension in Oli's voice. And we started in kind of controlling, but would not be the tempo that was needed to really break down Leicester. We were playing everything in front of Leicester, and they more or less had a decent structure. They came out playing counter-attacking football. And again, we tried, but with not much purpose, not much tenacity, not much invention, there was silly nerves. And I think it's only at the end of the first half is when we started to, for some reason, the shackles came off, and we started to make some breakthroughs. Started to see that even if the half would continue, we'd have scored definitely sometime in that half because I think we some exciting football at the end of the half. However, during the game, I think we were a bit lethargic. But again, water under the bridge.
Yeah. Some comments in. Christopher, thanks for joining, bro. He said Oli needs support from the board with the players needed to take United back to it. Very, very true. Very true. So it's a wait and see now. I mean, I think Oli said it, Nico, in his post-match review or comments, whatever it's called. He was saying the board knows exactly what he needs, so it's up to them to get it done. So let's hope that they're able to get it done. Gregory, welcome, bro. He said we won't forget ESPN had us done for relegation. Yeah. And Nico,
what?
Disrespectful.
I didn't talk about Arsenal yet.
Yeah, you understand? Hey, Simeon, welcome, bro. I thank Oli for confirming that the guys were tired. Yeah, well, watch me.
Couldn't hide that.
A blind man cannot see that too. But I mean, at the end of the day, the adrenaline that pushed us over the line, and that was important. Gregory saying we also won't forget when Arsenal fans were throwing chat, saying Maguire's garbage. Yeah, let them look up and continue chatting nonsense. Because they're not sure again.
Yeah, and for when I look it up from, we might be as small as a mustard seed. You understand? From the distance we look it up from.
They even sure again, no kind of European football this next season.
It's sorry, yeah.
Hey, Junior.
Hey.
All good, all good. We know the love there. We know the
good.
love still. Yeah, so as Simeon said, and who commented on it earlier, yeah, we knew that the guys were tired. Yeah, going into the game, it's the accumulation of games, it was a lot, you know. Sharon Legal, welcome.
She said, what she gave today?
Yeah, she what you gave. She said those guys were tired.
Nice.
Yes, nice. Thanks for your comment. Stevie, Gregory saying Stevie Wonder was saying that. So it's true. It's true. But
and then Leicester had a whole 7 days rest.
Yeah. They were able to recover, plan, go online, come back, and we were playing football, you know what I'm saying? But back in the game, Nico, I thought, as you said, you know, it was KG. You know, we were very, very careful not to make no mistakes. I see it. And you know, sometimes when they try not to make mistakes, it's when you just look nervy. And when the likelihood of mistakes even higher. And I was telling Nico before the game, one of the issues we had throughout Project Restart, no team, in my opinion, if a little reminder, feel free, but I can't remember any team actually really breaking us down and scoring. All the goals, or most of the goals we conceded, were because we made mistakes. You understand?
Right. And I thought about it, but there's already mistakes. I think I couldn't come up with any time that our team really break us down, would have been a mistake on our part that would have led to the goal. It was like now a goalkeeping error, a defensive error, you know. But to say our team would have broken us down, you know, just by interplay, that didn't, I can't remember it happening. And if it happened at any point, you know, because even the Bournemouth goals, you know, again, errors, you know, especially that first goal, errors, you know, so yeah, I think defensively we kind of understand each other. Yes, and well, you know, all the time about talking with the love, you know, after today, after today, I started to say, why did the love have a good game so well?
Yeah,
you know, we grateful for him, but why did the love have a good game so well? you know, so I think defensively we have a better organization and a better understanding, and you need to build from, you know, strength to strength to continue to do.
Yeah, I think we could agree with Sharon here. She said Man United need to come again, and we will. You know, let me get some more comments on the inside here. Gregory saying all this means is that we need proper reinforcement. We need more depth. Watch man. All he wants to be able to pull from his squad, people who he can rely on and who will make the level come down, but keep the intensity and the levels, or even take it to the next one. Bruno, yeah, boy, Nico.
So she does second half.
You can see the decisions he was making too. A tired player does make rash decisions, and he was seeing it in his play. You know? Richard, that's why we need depth in the squad. Everybody's saying the same thing here. We know that. That is what man. I think Gregory had said it earlier, even Stevie Wonder could see that. So if we take off Bruno or Marcel, we still have players to finish off the match, or even change the circumstances of it. That's correct. You know?
And touching on we needing reinforcements, we know Aston Villa played up today, right? We know it was touted in terms of Jack Grealish. And we know with Aston Villa staying up, then Jack Grealish price might even stay high, but it might go higher.
Boy.
You know?
I don't know how
but again, if he's to come, I think we already have to spend.
We gotta pay.
You know, and then something you wonder if that better value for money, put that money out there.
But I think I like Grealish, you know. When you see Grealish carry Aston Villa, you know, he carried that team and all, and that's the kind of players, and the kind of mentality we want in the team to even push Bruno, to push Pogba, and even so to come off the bench. So that's the fact that his price will go up. I was kind of rooting for Aston Villa to go down, just to get him. You know? Nicholas, thanks for joining, bro. He said all he needs to figure out how to get this team up for it. Chelsea's display was what I was hoping from United. Off. I think in defense of Man United, Nico, I think it's the fatigue, boy.
And when we were talking, you said something that even Ali said that we needed games like this, you know, to bring us out, to get it back to us. You know, these high tension, these high stakes game. I think games like these is what would make the players better going forward. You know, to come through a game like this and to win, You know, because Molson is an inexperienced squad. We went into the season with the youngest team in the Premier League.
That's correct.
We went into the season with the youngest team in the Premier League and coming third behind the likes of Liverpool and City. So we know that experience is a lot. And I think I'd be like today, would have put you guys in good stead going forward with that experience and even going into the Europa League. Because when we go into the Europa League, we will face some challenges.
But we don't have any pressure.
Right.
Happen to win it.
Right. But even if we want to win it, as you say, you don't have any pressure, but still you would face challenges that a game like today that you could look back on and take some experiences from a game like today to help you to push forward.
Yeah, that's true. Gregory saying my player of the season is Mason Greenwood. Listen, in the award, in the club award, he have to get young player of the season or young player of the year, whatever award it is. Because Mason Greenwood is a revelation after this season.
And you was telling me, Reeves, you saying Greenwood was the most calmest, the most composed player on the field today.
Yeah.
And I agree with that because I can remember the first half. Under pressure, Greenwood take it on and rest on.
Easy.
With no pressure, like nobody on him. Like you see alone. But there was 2 men on him.
Yeah.
And he take it on easy, bam, take it on and slate up, easy, compose, you know what I mean? And I think that is the quality we need to remember telling you, right? That this Greenwood have the potential to be a Messi. When I say a Messi, I don't mean how Messi will play, but the potential, you know what I mean?
Impact, yeah.
And the impact of Messi because for his age, this player is different.
Nah, he really on a different level.
Different level.
And watch me, the way we going, he'll only get better. Eh?
Exactly.
Simeon saying Pogba was getting burned trying to track back on the
When you talk about that one, you see what
legs was looking. Well, you think his legs heavy in the sense of fatigue, but I don't know if anybody noticed because I just find Pogba looking overweight. Pogba not looking lean like how we knew him, you know, and where we saw some of his best football in his Juve days, and when he had just come to Man United. I find Pogba looking a little bit on the thick side.
Yeah, I agree. And I even before project we start, I said that I was watching him in somebody just scrimmages, and I said Pogba looking like he a little heavy side. Yeah. You know, so I really hope that is maybe the cameras, you know, maybe the TV screen, you know. But who was it? Because NDD today burst past him and Pogba like you know what I mean?
He's jogging up past.
He's jogging and that was his full tilt. Yeah. You know, and I think hopefully that I know it is a real quick turnaround. I don't know how it is that to really gain that work too. But he has to take stock if that is the case. You know what I mean? He has to take stock in himself because he's an important player for United. We want him not only to be, you know, a midfielder, but a midfielder that could create chances, score goals, you know, move from box to box in a matter of seconds. You know, that type of player.
Because he couldn't do that, He do it already.
He do it already, and that's the type of player we need. That's the player we want in Pogba.
Simeon is saying whole team can't play out from the back. Terrible tired passes in the back. I think it's fatigue. Watch me, that's fatigue. I want to attribute a lot of what we're seeing to fatigue because when the team had just started from project start, we were playing it out from the back and they were seeing, you know, quick transitions, you know. Controlling the ball nice and probably the pressure, you know. So I think Simeon, I think that's something that the team could do, you know. Probably when they recover and they get a little 2 weeks and they come back, we will see what with it.
I think today Williams was solid.
Yeah, Williams had a very good day.
I think Williams was solid.
Very good day today.
You know, sometimes just knowing that you're playing from before. You know, from the past games, you build that confidence, and then coming to the game knowing that you're playing, knowing that you usually starting left back. I think he was exceptional today. I think he rose to the occasion today, and I think he didn't let us down at all today. I think it was a very good performance from Williams.
Yeah, man. Gregory said he's still going for Grealish. Watch me right now. I don't even want to start to think about the kind of price tag Villa gonna put on that, especially how they survive.
Yeah, and I tell you, they want to sell him, but they want the money. Yeah. They really want the money because they want the money to invest in the team.
And here, why I can't handle. You see these kind of sagas that Man United like to drag out. The season, the off-season might be so short. We need to get them transfers wrapped up quick so the team could gel, so we could go into the new season ready. You know.
I think tomorrow, the transfer will be open tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
And I think it's in October Sometimes maybe October.
Yeah.
In October, the transfer window closed. But still, I hope that maybe we give it all. How much we will give you? Go and lose it for 10 million. Now we went for free.
All the Arsenal players trying to sell, Arsenal fans trying to sell the players.
Yeah.
And then who you want for going to lose 10 million? Who Greenwood? Boy, baby. Richard asking here, what you all think about the common speculation?
I didn't want to think about that. I just want to see Sancho. But for some reason, because Coman played in a Bayern Munich team that more or less rolling over Germany, I think it masking a lot from him, because to me, when I check his stats, he don't score much goals.
He always injured.
He injured a lot, and he even assists much. So I think Coman would be overpriced for one, and I don't think Coman is what we need. For a player, what we need.
I don't think he on the robust side, because you need them kind of players. The English Premier League and the demands physically, psychologically, and different. As Nico was saying in Germany, Bayern more or less going into every season knowing that they can win. So they're really taking nothing from them players.
And then it's gonna be easy to get rid of him when Sané come.
Exactly.
And bus price, you know what I mean? They're overpriced. But I think we need a player like as Sancho, because Sancho has almost 17, 18 assists.
Yeah, Sancho
season.
We want Sancho.
Plus goals. You have a lot of goals also this season. That is what we need. We don't need a Coman to come and just occupy our space.
Yeah.
Yes, we know we want to strengthen the bench. However, the amount of money they will call for him to leave him on the bench too. And
I'm seeing him making much of a difference, and especially his injury record earlier. Go back and check it. His injury record is no one that you want to bring into the sport. Gregory saying him, Sancho. Well, that's Grealish you're talking about, I guess. Him, Sancho, and a defender is vital. Yeah, we definitely need that. But I think if we were to get a defensive midfielder, we will need a centre back.
I think we need both. Yeah?
But how much we will get this rounds. I'll get through the comments here before we continue. Peter Legal, thanks for joining in. It seems like it's a lot of Legals on the inside. He said, man, he needs some young blood.
More young blood?
We have plenty. We have plenty young blood in this team. Thanks for your comment, though. Syrian saying no shots for Manchester in the first 15. Rashford had to come back to get the ball since the midfield struggled. We will get back into the game, Syrian. That's a good point. Nicholas, speaking of Messi, how great was Messi Lingard? Hey!
Quality boy.
Messi Lingard.
Hey, Oli again. Oli master stroke from Oli boy. Master stroke.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Sucker punch. Gregory, I don't know how far along in the conversation that came. Just remind me now. Right, Richard saying Pogba, come back. Way. Richard.
Yeah, hard last name.
Richard.
Easily. Right, no, but Pogba takes stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, let's see how Lukaku looking now. Lukaku get back leaning. Peter saying I have to buy a PlayStation 5 just to make all these haters on the inside. Richard saying I think Sancho's supposed to be the first priority, but you've seen young Alfonso Davies. Yeah. But Bayern not gonna let go of that. That's a gem.
Like what that? That's a gem. That's a gem. That's
a gem. So Nicole, let me get back on the game. We were talking about the nerves in the start, and you mentioned, going into the game when he was listening to Oli pre-match, he was feeling a little bit nervy and he was wondering if that would have transformed to the players. Possibly. Because it was clear as day that going into the game, the guys were seemed to be so caught up in not wanting to do the wrong thing. And the imagination that always be talking about, and the risks, it wasn't there. But at the same time, I just didn't see Leicester breaking down our defense once we didn't make a mistake.
Yeah, they had some counter-attacking chances which they was playing on the counter. You have Vardy, who is very little, 22, 20 goals for the season.
I think even the goal.
Yeah, even the goal of 20 goals for the season. But so that is always a threat. You know, Vardy is always a threat, and Vardy could take a chance. You know, so I think they was playing the counter, trying to free him as much as they could, but I think we marshaled it. We marshaled him well. Yes, they had some chances on the counter, but as you said, we defended all of those chances very good today. Yes, we would have been nervy because we know what is at stake. You know what I mean? We know what's at stake. So every time Leicester come down, you swear they could have scored. Oh, God.
And you know the defense have a mistake in it.
Yeah, you know, so they don't come down, you say, oh, God, something can happen. You know, but I think we really held firm today. And again, kudos to Lindelof, Maguire, Williams. I think even Wan-Bissaka today stepped up. He stepped up a bit defensively. He stepped up.
And you know, you could see it's because the guys knew what was at stake. So they were throwing their bodies on the line. I mean, if we were to go into the game, it had plenty negatives. And probably if we had lost, you know, we would have been here highlighting the negatives.
Right.
But because the result was more than the performance, you know, more important than the performance, I think this is why the mood and the review are a little bit different. You know, and we're hoping that the 2 weeks rest that these guys going to get, going to put them in a shape, especially considering the psychological weight that we lifted off. You know, that they don't have to win the Europa League to make it into Europe. You know we already sealed Champions League, so we're going into the Europa League to win it, yes, but we're free of any pressures that if we don't, the season is a failure. We want a trophy.
I think we shackles off. You know, the shackles off mentally, as you said. You know, I mean, if we know there was no fear. You know, I think, and I think to me, that's where you see a true United team. I think with all that pressure, knowing that hey, this is the only route to Champions League, and you know, I mean, you will see the best of United. Even players like Pogba, who today, for some reason, you know, I mean, he was careless in possession at times. Some of his passes were underweight. You know, you think maybe he's in nerves. But players even like Pogba already come back to the phone and like don't have that pressure. And I think we will see some really exhilarating performances from United in Europe.
Definitely, and it's one of games.
Yeah.
So you know the accumulation of games are gonna be there as a factor. It's one game you win, you move on, you lose, you're out.
Right.
So I believe that those guys will be able to handle it.
Yeah, no, yeah. You know, I mean, again, and even if we don't reach the final, no say, no.
Yeah.
However, we don't want to see the cagey type of football. We want to see us playing free, attacking football, you know, right. Where players like Mason Greenwood getting chances, you know what I mean? And players like Greenwood getting chances, you know, he can just score, like, or at least hit the target.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just want to see them free United, you know, free Manchester United, and I think that we will really enjoy.
I think we will see that. Eh?
Yeah, we will really enjoy the performance in Europe.
Peter Ligo saying, time to start commenting on our national squad. Looking forward to that day. Yeah, that's some segment that we had to include in the near future. I guess when they actually start back playing, there's a lot of politics going on in the TTFA and thing. And for the time being, I go stay clear. You know, Nicholas saying they played Maguire as our weakest link. I should say something. He almost gave them a gift, like Evans in the first half. But that's just me. I can't remember that chance. Is it the one when he put roll over the ball and this guy to come and play, because I can't remember.
Somebody, maybe the first half we kind of. I think it was Lindelof clean up or somebody else.
I think it's Matic.
Yes.
Yeah, because that was a nervy one, you know. And as we know, we defense have a mistake in it, but we're trying to eliminate those errors. You know, and today I think even though, as Nicholas saying that, you know, he had his little Maguire agenda, you know, we were able to defend resolutely and cover for the shortcomings and the limitations of each other. So it was a performance that, you know, you had to give kudos to everybody for holding their own, even though it had mistakes. You know? The second half, Nico.
Right, the second half, we started more purposeful. But however, yes, even in the first, almost the first 1 or 2 minutes, Matic got the ball here, saw that extra positive listeners play, where he played a perfect through ball from Marshall, but there's a defender came and he played that.
Clinical.
Yeah, I think clinical. I think if that defender didn't get a touch there, it's either a shot on goal or penalty. You know, so I think the defender did well, but you saw we started the second half more positive. Even Leicester came on positively also, knowing that they had to win, right? Because Chelsea
was beaten Wolves.
Yeah, Chelsea was beaten Wolves, and a draw wasn't going to work for them.
Yeah.
So they came out trying to attack us also, but I think we held on very well. We started the second half. To me, positively. To me, it was just a matter of time before the goal come, before the chances come, and knowing that the moment he had a good chance, we would have took it. You know, and I think we did that. Clever through ball from Bruno. Again, Marshall, he was going to score because he had the whole goal in front of him. He was composed, ready to strike, and he was taken down.
Like two players, eh? Two of them
at the same time because they know that he would have been in that position.
Yeah.
You know, they taken him down, and then Bruno stepped up. You know, I mean, as Bruno just said, anytime Bruno stepped up, he don't feel no nerves at all. You know, he has been calm 100% of the time. And for me, even I want to cover my face. I didn't want to watch. I said, Lord, if this man this year, then the confidence of the team could drop.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I mean, I stayed glued. I stayed glued onto the screen and composed as ever. You know, with that sort of whatever he does do, the hop and drop and skip and you know, he executed it perfectly. And I think that is what we needed to kind of calm us down. And I think after that, there was no way back for Leicester because after that, they would have to score 2 goals. You know what I mean? To end up ahead of us. So I think at that moment, yes, we still played, you know, defensively. Just to make sure that we take the time down, count the time down to confirm our position. But as you say, Messi came on and he sealed the deal.
Yeah, Messi Lingard. Yeah, that was a very good analysis, Nico. Anton Gill, welcome, brother. Thanks for joining. He said Bruno have to rest from now till the next game. He was tired and he was roast bad. Yeah, you can see it. Everybody in the comments, everybody who watched that game from here till Africa, to the different, you know, different parts of the world can see Bruno. Well, I think only slight and that's why you have to take him off.
Thanks for your comment, Anton.
Yeah, man. Simeon saying, luckily, few chances fell to Vardy. They had good opportunities. Marcel steady every game. Yes, Simeon. Now we're talking about. This is Josiah. It won't be the best of the best. All right, Josiah. Thanks for the comment about the second half. I think Brendan Rodgers, you know, in his pre-match comments, he said that all they needed to do was stay in the game, and he would have echoed, you know, the thoughts of the Southampton manager, Hassan Poto, whatever his name is, right? And all Leicester were doing was trying to stay in the game to make something at the end. You know, but I think our game plan was always to maintain control, a certain level of defensive control. You know, even though we would have gifted Leicester possession, you know, as I told you before, we know our defense had a mistake, but they were seeing that they weren't really penetrating. You know, it had a few nervy moments, but nothing was like real, no direct attempts on goal. Right? You know, going into the second half now is when Leicester had to turn it up because it was all or nothing for them. You know, and that is when they started to go a little more out and they started to create more spaces in the back. And that is how we were creating opportunity and we were seeing the openings. That's how Marcel got the true ball. And the defender was quick to react on from Matic. Yeah. And then that is when Greenwood was able to force the defender into the error that we were able to pounce on, and that's when we got the goal. So it was a patience game. It was a game of chess as far as all was concerned. You know, and it paid dividends. You know, it don't always work out in your favor when you approach a game like that. But with the kind of attack we have, we knew once the opportunities presented itself, we would have scored.
And we did that. And I think, you know what I mean, the entire world, you know what I mean, who was against United, you know, they would have something with that also, you know.
They would have been in something place.
Yeah, because a lot of people would have written us off, you know what I mean, as a failed season again. Yes, again, as United supporters, you know what I mean, our standard is not third or fourth. Our standard is a challenge, you know, and for us, diehards, yes, it could be a failed season. However, I think we still achieved some level of success. Or you would have said it in the past and say he will be a success with this team. You know what I mean? It's just who would be there with him. You know, and we saw where he made some of those decisions in the season before the season started. Where we got rid of Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez. We still need to have Kutia, Smalling. Jones to some point, right? If Jones didn't get to the dustbin, he get into the dustbin now, right? But what I also liked about Oli this season is that he knew we didn't have the quality in let me say the creative aspect of the game. We had to rely on Pereira and Lingard, but he never once complained. But he knew what we needed, because the moment we got what we needed, you saw the ruthlessness, right? In his selection. He had to like, all right, well, boy, you play good, you was being good all the time, you was fighting, you still get games. No, that stopped immediately. And if it wasn't Pereira in his squad, it was Lingard. You never see two of them in the squad at the same time since.
Never.
Right? So I think you really had to get kudos for some of his decision making and sticking to his guns. The moment some of the guys was tired, he said, "Now you're dead out." You saw that, and I really get all kudos to the position we in.
Interesting that you mentioned that, because people is referred to Oli as a PE teacher. And he came in with a philosophy. He knows what he wanted to do with the Man United team. He made the risky decision to sell players that he was criticized for when the team was not performing earlier, but he stripped his guns. I remember a former manager who would have won a lot of things, who I think now is a dinosaur, because his team finished 6th place and he was celebrating. Anyway,
in fact, I appreciate that. In fact,
I go post it because he's the same one who's saying this and that about positions in the on his standings. But he celebrates 6th place too.
Yeah.
That might be his next comment might be that's his biggest accomplishment
in football.
Anyway, but the thing is, when things were not looking positive, Oli stuck to his guns. He trusted this process. He stuck with investing in youth. With Rashford, you saw his improvement, his development. Greenwood, Martial, and even when Bruno came in, you started to see when the pieces came together, how it was starting to look like a complete puzzle. All we need is a little more quality in depth now. I'm saying big up to Maguire as well for being the only player to start all to
yeah. That's a big plus, man.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need.
Yeah.
We don't need a player like Jones who could only play 5 games last season. Right? He could only play 5 games last season. So.
And not to mention, we have been talking about stats, Nico. 14 games unbeaten since January. So these are things that shouldn't go unmentioned and unnoticed. Because you refer to him as a PE teacher, but these are records that you can't cast aside and say, well, hey, he's a PE teacher, but he's doing a lot better than a lot of managers out here.
And that says a lot. That says a lot. Because we have played some tough games in the
Exactly. City.
We play City, we play Chelsea,
Tottenham.
But
all right.
Don't put on that Tottenham road. Right? Yes, but we have played some difficult games and had games that we went behind also. That normally we lose, you know what I mean? But that games we went behind, we came back and win. And then the time we came back and snatch a result, and that is United, from a losing position, we come and draw, or from drawing, we come and win, like United,
Nicholas is saying maybe next year he'll be better and give us our money's worth. I think we're talking about Maguire. Yeah, that Maguire agenda.
Possibly from next season. I think next season for Maguire, we'll see more goals from Maguire. I think that's where he's really struggled because United would have, when analyzing his price, would have think that also getting a ball playing type of central defender, good in the air, and also good in the opposition half. So I think next season, I think we'll see the best of Maguire, because this season he had a lot of chances that he should have scored. I think, but being comfortable and being integrated and being settled, I think next season Maguire will just score. He might be up there with Greenwood and with 10 minimum. Yeah, that's that's very true. I think next season we will see as more players who came in have time to settle. Because they came into a team that's still building, and a lot of players understand the role. So I expect, as you say, Maguire, even Bissaka, Williams, Greenwood, I expect to see better from these guys. Even Marshall, who you want to see the best of Marshall from the last, let's say, from even before Project we start, even before we started, we see the best of Marshall. He continued improving and improving. And I could definitely see even Marshall stepping up.
Yeah,
So Marshall 24, 25, that is almost the prime of an age for a striker.
Yeah.
You know, so I could even see Maguire, Marshall going to the next level next season also.
Yeah, and the fact that he understanding what Ollie want from him now, you know, will put him in good stead to develop more and progress further and give us a new and a better Marcel even next season. You know, Rudy, welcome, bro. Next up is Europa League, and that's very, very correct. We're going in to win it with no pressure. Yeah. He's saying Chelsea feeling irrelevant after all that hype to finish behind we. No doubt, true talk, true talk. Peter is saying we need a studio. In time. Thanks for your comments. Nicholas is saying, I'm willing to give him a season. Leave Maguire alone now. If it's Maguire you're talking about. You know? So guys, I think we covered pretty much everything. You know, so guys, that brings us to the end of our review today. Thanks again for joining in. Nico, any closing remarks?
Again, yeah, well, I mean, third place, yes, we're taking third place. However, is not where Man United want to be, but we're taking it, you know, I mean, we're grateful, we're taking that, you know, but for next season, we want to see us challenging for the title, you know, this today, but on the curtains on the EPL for the season as broken as it was. However, next season, we want to be challenging. That is where we want to be, you know, even if we don't win, but we want to challenge, and that is for me, that is the next goal for us. That is the next step for us.
Yeah. At least to make that point gap not so far away. Yeah. That point gap between second and third are too far. And for a club with our ambition and our standards, I think it shouldn't be so far away. That should never happen. Like, let the distance be after us. You know? Yeah, definitely see me on sign players. We just need to sign players. We need to get some quality players in depth, you know, to see us have a reliable bench. Because when we go and get tough, we're seeing how the starting 11, you know, was digging deep and showing, you know, fight and passion and desire. But at the same time, we need depth. You know, so guys, thanks for joining in today. Thanks for the comments. You know, thanks for being a part of this review. It's a good day for Man United. As Nico, you know, continually said, it's not our level, it's not where we want to be, but it's a step in the right direction. You know, so we'll be joining. Hope that to have you all join us again for the last game.
Yeah.
I think as in a week and a half or so, or probably a week. I do expect to see none of the first team players playing in that game.
And this year, the guys are rest for sure. Guys need a rest.
You know, but after that is on to the round 16 or the quarterfinal. I don't know.
Well, it's knockout football, so as long as we, well, I mean, as you know, formalities sake, but of course we take LSP for granted.
Yeah.
Right. You know, after that it's just knockout. You know, I mean, maybe as we were saying, round 16 type of football.
And I think we had the quality to win that one. Then fellas come back well rested. Yeah. So guys, thanks again for joining, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good evening.
Good night.